Hey folks, Mike Carney with Kayak Fishing Fun Multimedia, and today we're going to be looking at Crescent Kayak's lightweight lineup of throw-and-go rigs. We've got a new addition here with the Primo, but we're gonna start from the smallest to the biggest, and this is Crescent's UltraLite. This is a 10-foot 2 boat that is 30 inches wide, weighs 49 pounds, and has a 280-pound internal capacity for all your gear, plus the weight of you. Here in the middle, the least expensive boat, we have the new Primo. This is a 10-foot 6-inch boat, 32 inches wide, just under 60 pounds on my scale, and it has a 350-pound capacity. And then here we have the CK1. This is an 11-foot boat, 34 inches wide. It has an amazing 400-pound capacity. It's a completely sealed hull, that helps. And it weighs 65 pounds. So as you're looking through their lineup, it's a tough decision over which lightweight boat to go with, but it's gonna be driven by probably two things. A, how big and heavy you are, how long you are. If you're above 6'1", the UltraLite, 6 foot, over 200 pounds, the UltraLite is probably not an option. Then you're gonna go into a Primo or a CK1. Okay, so let's now add the prices and the feature set of each boat, which complicates the decision between the rigs. So the UltraLite comes standard with gear tracks in the cockpit and in the stern, some Yak Attack Mighty Mounts right behind the seat, and an 8-inch bow hatch up front. The Primo has a carve-out for a bow hatch, and you have to add the Yak Attack gear tracks. And in each of these boats, we've put in the internal pad kit. That's one of the first things I do. A, it classes up the boat, makes it look really sharp. And secondly, it does an incredible job of deadening sound anytime you move a tackle box, set a rod down. It's just a must-have, one of the first things I do to any boat. So each of them has that. So the UltraLite is $7.99. The Primo is $6.99. And the CK1 is $9.99. So that gives you a little idea of what your decisions will be. The CK1 is a completely sealed hull. There's no way to add internal storage. We put some of these handy pockets here from Crescent in the side to get us a little storage. But those are just some of the considerations that you'll have to decide on when you're looking at these three lightweight throw-and-go rigs. So now we're gonna explore the Primo in depth. Okay, so let's walk through the feature set on this exceptionally affordable $6.99 premium quality kayak with parts all made in America. So starting up front here, we have a Yak Attack carry handle. We have a really handy paddle park that's split. A great way to store your paddle while you're on the water fishing between setups. We have a paddle keeper back there, but that's a nice handy feature. We have a bungee system that you can easily remove. It can fit any storage bags or small tackle boxes that you want to put up in there. It also has a recessed area that is pre-molded, so you just have to take a jigsaw and cut this out and drop in a gear hatch, so you have a removable cover in here. So it's all set up if you want to add that feature. Otherwise, this is a completely sealed boat. Coming back here, you can see all the contour lines in the boat drain water down into the center scuppers. So there'll never be like standing water at your feet or while you're standing and it's coming up or when you're under power. We put in this pad kit here. This is one of the first things I do in any boat. It achieves a couple things, as I said before. Sound dampening, just classes it up and is a great place to put your bare feet. We have Sea Dog, or used to be Select Designs, Sea Dog foot pegs that are adjustable for users of all heights. You know, I think you could probably be 6'3", 6'4", and still fit in this boat pretty easily. And with a capacity of 350 pounds, you'll be fine. The Yak Attack gear tracks that we referenced earlier does not come with these. We added this kit. Comes right from Crescent. Includes gear track for the stern as well. Moving back here, we have some cup holders on either side, nicely adorned with a bungee. We have a paddle keeper, so you can rest your paddle while you're fishing between just somewhere to keep it. I don't use that much. I much prefer this feature right here. And then we have what is really an amazing feature for a boat this affordable. It is a high-low seating system. So you just unloosen the strap here, and then you have a high position if you're doing a lot of stand-up fishing so that you can easily transition between up and down. I will say the boat is you have to get used to the high seat. The stability and best paddling function is while you're in the low position, but that high spot, if you're in shallow creeks, rivers, bays, estuaries, where you want to stand up and fish sight cast a lot, a great feature and really unheard of at this price point. And really easy to operate, just tightens down with a strap, so you can pick the boat up by the seat. Moving back into the tank well, again, we have the gear tracks with adjustable knobs here. That comes as part of the kit. Really like it. The tank well also has its own pad kit. It comes with the complete kit that you get from Crescent. Moving further back, the quick removable bungee system also allows you to add easily Crescent's new kayak cooler, which fits perfectly in the tank well, and you can bungee it down. This fits all the Crescent boats and is an awesome way, whether it's batteries, you're gonna put fish in it, you're gonna put your drinks or camping gear, completely, obviously, airtight, and has provisions to tie it down to the boat, both front and back, and can be used as a seat in some of their rigs with this nice EVA pad that they put on the top of it. Going back here in the boat, on either side, we have some additional tie downs to loop your bungees. It has molded in frog eyes here so that you can run tubes for pedal steering. You just 3/16 inch hole, feed in your tubing, fish it out the front, or push it in from the back out here, either way. And another great feature, which you don't often see on $6.99 boats, is this is the 4-hole pattern that you use for either a shallow water anchor or for adding a motor. And these are inserts, metal inserts. These just aren't screws through the plastic. There's a metal insert in here so it can accommodate the weight of a motor or a power pole or anything else that you'd want to run off the back of the boat. The heart and soul of any kayak, as Crescent owner and designer James Durbecker likes to point out, is the hull design. And this boat is up here in the bow, a cross between the CK1 and the UltraLite. Has a little bit more volume than the UltraLite, which means it's gonna ride up and over waves a little bit better, have a drier ride. You can see the rocker in the boat, which means it's gonna be really nimble, especially in moving water. As you get back here through the boat, you will notice that the scuppers that are here are well recessed down into these channels that are in here. And that prevents water from shooting up and jetting into the boat and provides a nice laminar flow of water through these chines here. The outside chines themselves have more volume designed in them, and that helps especially in the primary stability area. So it's going to feel very solid for a 32-inch wide boat. As you go down, you see these other moldings that are in here. These are actually called kiss-offs. They're not scupper plugs. And what they do is they provide a rigid point for the hull to mesh on. So when you're standing or moving around in the boat, the hull feels very rigid, provides great rigidity as you're walking through the boat. And here in the back, this back third has an extended and raised keel section. This helps provide great tracking. And at the very back, we have a molded-in handle for carrying. So that's what provides the performance in this rig. So that is the feature set on this all-American $699 boat. As equipped, I think we added, the 2 kits came to $245. So you can add that to the purchase price, and then it would be fishing ready to add all your accessories that you would want. It makes a great rec boat, and it makes a great little throw and go fishing kayak as well.